Thanks for logging on to BVN. It's your best friend, J. Cole, and we are here in San Antonio, Texas, at the beautiful Boeing Center known as Techport San Antonio. I walk into Techport and I see something different. I see all the gaming stuff, and I run into this guy right here. Sir, what's your name?
Hey, it's Chris Wiley. How are you?
Hey, Chris, talk to me, man. What is Forcecon, first of all?
So Forcecon is actually the Armed Forces ESports Championship. So this is the third year of this rendition. Forcecon is just the name of it, but it falls under the Armed Forces Championships.
Okay. Now, Chris, talk to the people who don't know you. Let them know about your position and what your function is in regards to this.
Yeah, so I am the chief of the Department of the Air Force eSports program. So I oversee the Air Force programming and the Space Force as well.
So how did y'all come up with this concept of taking, I guess, this year is it Call of Duty?
Yes, so it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. We've changed it up each year, but realistically, we just want to find that end game and make sure that we have the competition to support.
Okay, speaking to the competition in Call of Duty, so y'all switch up to different games. Like this is a third year, so you switch up the different games that you guys are using. Now, I understand that everyone participating, these are active duty soldiers?
Yes, sir. So active duty service members. So yeah, you have your soldiers, guardians, airmen, and Marines, Coast Guard as well. The Navy didn't actually show this year, but it is what it is. We got 5 out of the 6 branches.
Okay. But it is open to all the 5 branches that you spoke about?
Yeah, so it's open to all 6 branches, active duty only.
Now, me being a veteran myself, prior Army, how's the Army? Is the Army team still in this thing now? Are they hanging in there?
So as we're talking, the Army is actually in the championship, and they're facing my Space Force team.
Oh.
So.
That's my bad. I didn't know, man. I mean, good luck. Not really. Good luck. But okay, let's check it out, Chris. So with this, so why did y'all come up with this concept? I mean, what made y'all think about doing this type of deal for the soldiers?
Yeah, so I mean, for the Armed Forces, we have traditional sports as well. So we have every traditional sport you can think of in that Armed Forces Championship Series. So we wanted to actually pivot to the future as well. We have Airmen Guardians that focus on this gaming aspect, and these are athletes as well. I mean, these are athletes in this game, and everybody has their niche. So, I mean, if you play football, you're good at football, you may not be good at soccer. So if you play Call of Duty, you're good at Call of Duty, you may not be good at Rocket League. Okay. So these are the best of the best. So,
Chris, I'm not going to lie to you. I really want to do a 2-hour interview. That way you can't make it to your championship game. But I'm not going to do you like that, man. So to let you get out here, can you give the people like a web address or email where they can find out more about this?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you go to airforcegaming.com, you can find out everything about the Department of the Air Force eSports program. That does include our Space Force, and it will push to any Armed Forces championships that we do host in the future.
This is amazing. It's your best friend, J. Cole. I got my man Chris here. We gonna see how this thing. Will the Army win? Can they pull it off? He says no. I don't know. Either way it go, this is an amazing thing. Stay logged on for more. Thanks for staying logged on to BVN. It's your best friend, J. Cole. We're here at the 2024 Forcecon. And it's going down in a major way. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Captain Ayodeji Asagba, or Ayo for short. It's how people normally go by.
I'm going to say Ayo because I know everything you said before that. I heard it, but right now my brain not processing it properly, so I'm just going to say Ayo.
Awesome. Ayo's fine. Just for the record, it's an honor to be interviewed by J. Cole. I'm a fan of your album.
You know, people don't understand. I'm the original. I ain't going to get into it right now, but you can tell by the gray hairs I'm much older than him. But that's my dude, dog. What up? What up, Jermaine? That's both of us, right? Okay, now, talk to me. Now I know you're here. I see you in uniform. Did you park your plane outside in the parking lot?
They don't let us borrow it all the time, but you know, I came out. They sent out some feelers for the event, and I figured that it would be kind of nice, being that I'm one of the only officers here, to showcase that the Air Force does support their military members, enlisted and officers, to come out and support that. So I wanted to show force, let everybody know we don't have to be afraid.
Hey man, are you playing games too? Are you playing the games?
Not when I'm in the plane, but yeah.
Not in the plane, man. You know what I'm talking about. But like, so are you, okay. So with this being considered a sport as well, esports, you dig? So when it comes down to it, you go to whatever it is, football, basketball, kickball. Ooh, I got him, I got her. I want that person on my team. How does it work with this? Do y'all do the same thing? Ooh, this person got a high score. How do you recruit and build your teams? How does that go?
Absolutely, yeah. So just like back in the day when you had tryouts, we have the same thing. So we'll put out a feeler to everybody. Hey, we're playing X game. We want people who are interested to come out and support. So we'll have an event, little inter-house tournament, as you will, and then the top people there will go ahead and just go and select them, put them on a no-kidding team, and then see if the team plays well together. Then we'll go ahead and start branching them out to local area and then to things like Forcecon.
Okay, so as a soldier yourself, how has this impacted soldiers and their morale, you know, because I know there's a big thing in regards to the NWR and the morale of soldiers and keeping their brains, you know, giving that time to, you know, unwind and everything. How has this impacted the soldiers, in your opinion, from that standpoint?
Awesome. Just want to make sure for the record, specifically the airmen on my side, just because of the Air Force, but for the DoD wide, exactly what I was saying, soldiers, Marines, airmen, it's been a very big boon for the younger generation coming in. Something that I could talk to a little bit about is like, you know, like driving a car, right? Back when you were getting your license, you just had to study for the paper exam and then do it on the live, right? But now we have video games where you can drive behind the seat so that when you go to actually do your driving test, it's easier. Same thing with video games. You have people that they can go ahead and do their specific job in a video game environment. Makes it a lot easier to transmit over to their actual job. Bringing that into your actual question, for morale purposes, you have people coming in from high school that say, hey, I don't feel like going to college, but I don't know what else I want to do in my life. And the Air Force is like, hey, if you like video gaming, you can still do that and serve your country. There's still avenues for you to do that, right? You can still do something and then still be promoted for what you do on the side as well.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, what's your tag? I know you still gaming. What's your tag name? I mean, I don't game, so I'm not gonna find you. Oh, I got. I'm finna let's get it. So, what's your tag name on your game?
My tag name is Vatsu. That's with a V, VATSU. Yes, sir.
I mean, you know, we all say we good. Are you? I mean, you here today, so I guess you got to be some kind of good. So you still got the skills, or have you transcended to the Yoda role and you're not training the little padded ones to get ready for it?
I'm gonna stay humble. So I say I'm decent. You know, I sweat enough in the labs, but you know, with the hair leaving, my skills go with it. So it's getting there. I'm still a threat. You put me in a corner, you know, I'll do a Muhammad Ali. But
now, see, you got the flight suit on, so you're an actual pilot.
yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what planes? I guess like you're certified to fly in, or how does that work?
So yeah, from the Air Force, I can only speak on specifically. They go ahead and you do your couple tests, and then you get chosen for one of a few rated positions, and then you'll get trained in a myriad of aircraft. The one I was given was the MQ-9. It's the autonomous one. You would think of it as drone when you hear it. It's not a drone. It's actually fairly bigger than most actual live aircrafts, and that's what I pilot out of Cannon Air Force Base.
Now, and overall, for those people who are not familiar with Forcecon, and this year I know it's Call of Duty in the gaming part of it, what do you have to tell those people who get you're wasting your time playing the game? This is all you do. You're on the game all day. But there's a lot of real application to this. What do you have to say to those naysayers about that?
Oh, that's a biggie one. To the naysayers there, I would say don't knock it till you try it. There's a lot of people that judge from the outside in, whether or not it's people who it's just not in their generation, they just don't understand it, or people who don't like games at all. There's a lot of things that you can gain from gaming that go ahead and translate into other life. Like I was talking about driving cars. For my job specifically, and for other pilots, playing video games, right, you have to be so focused on all the minutia. For Call of Duty, it's where's this bullet coming from, what's the sound of the footsteps, whatever. That just helps with what we call cross-check, because you're in a plane, you're seeing altitude and speed, and you're listening to radio, and all this stuff is going on. But if I play games all the time, I'm used to a lot of things happening at once. So my skills are sharp, right? So that does translate. You play cooking games, you're a good chef because they use the same food, stuff like that. So just don't think of it as, oh, we're wasting time. You're building skills in a way that's not using real life resources. That's how I like to think of it.
Lastly, Captain Asagba, is there any, you got a website where people find out more about Forcecon and the gaming and everything that went on this weekend?
Absolutely. A big help out would be airforcegaming.com. This is where we post on big events just like Forcecon and other local events at specific Air Force bases, sorry. So things happening at Cannon where I'm from, or things happening in Germany, which is the next event that's going on, or whatever. So if you're at a military institution, or installation rather, just go to Air Force Gaming, see what's going on in your area, and feel free to jump on in.
Love it. Captain Asagba, she's best friend J. Cole. We are at Forcecon here in San Antonio at beautiful Techport. Where were you when this was going down? What were you doing? Let us know. Stay logged on for more. Thanks for staying logged on to BVN. It's your best friend J. Cole. We are still here at Techport San Antonio for Forcecon 2024. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Adam Rosen.
And Adam, what's your position with this?
So I'm the CEO of Rallycry. We're a company that helps to create gaming events like Forcecon, and we work very closely with the Air Force that is the host of today's event.
Okay. So Adam, with today's event in mind, I want to talk to you about, soldier morale. How does this type of event help and impact with soldier morale?
Yeah, so we've been working on events like this for a few years now. This is the third annual event for the Armed Forces Esports Championship. And it's been really cool to see over that time period how airmen and guardians and active duty soldiers have come together and they improve themselves. So some of the core benefits here that we see, camaraderie is a really big one, mental health, having an aspiration, right? This aspirational moment where you can compete and come together and over the course of several months qualify for a spot on the big stage. It's really great for overall just morale of all of the participants. And then there's also a lot of soft skills that come out of it too.
Now, I noticed that you hit something I really want to talk about. You talked about having to qualify. So how big is this thing, Adam? I mean, I know that we walked around and we've seen some of the gamers, got some on stage right now going to the championship round. How big is this?
So it's huge and it's growing. So if you think about the Air Force alone, Department of the Air Force has about 41,000 airmen and guardians that are actively participating in the Air Force gaming and Space Force gaming programs. For this event specifically, there have been qualifications. So basically qualification tournaments that have happened over the last few months. So each of the branches represented here today are the best of each of their respective branches from around the world.
Now, me being a former Army guy, Army veteran type, this wasn't going on when I was doing that. We had talent shows and joke-offs and dance-offs. Y'all taking this thing with the MWR and all the different other affiliates, y'all taking us to a whole new level. Talk to us about where you going. I mean, I know you're here in San Antonio. Where are some other places you've been, like where you guys headed to in the future and things like that?
Yeah, so we want to take events like this anywhere that that service members are. What we find today is that gaming is a fantastic way for service members to connect, especially when we think about younger service members as well. If you look at the Air Force, for example, 86% of airmen are actively playing games. So it's ubiquitous. So this event's in San Antonio. In a couple of months, the Air Force will be hosting an event called the Armed Forces or Allied Forces Esports Invitational, which is an international event in Germany. And then throughout the year, every couple of weeks, there's another major event happening at Air Force bases around the world.
Okay, so you often go. You going to Germany, Adam?
So yeah, we have an event coming up in Germany. We're going to have teams from the U.S. service branches, but also international service branches. And it's that one will be for the next game, which will feature called Rocket League.
Okay. Adam, we're gonna talk to my producer so you can fly me to Germany so I can go cover that for you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
You heard Adam say it right. Okay, so Adam, so if people want to find out more information about today's event and also future events, you guys got a website or where they can check it out at? Or maybe in the YouTube channel.
Oh, of course. So actually all of today's competition is being broadcast live and the VODs can be viewed afterwards. So you can check out airforcegaming.com or if you want to go to youtube.com/airforcegaming and you can find all of today's content plus way more to keep you entertained and see what it's all about.
Hey, my man Adam Rosen, we're here at Forcecon 2024 in San Antonio, Texas at Techport. It's your best friend J. Cole. Stay logged on for more, man. Thanks for staying logged on to Black Video News. It's your best friend, J. Cole. It is a wrap on the 2024 Forcecon Gaming Expo. Feature game this year was none other than Call of Duty. What an amazing display of talent over these past 2 days. 5 teams entered. 1 team went home with the trophy, and that's the Army. That's right. The Army went home with the trophy for the 2nd year in a row. 3 years of doing this thing, and the Army has won it twice. Come on, Marines, Air Force, Space Force, Coast Guard, Navy, you got to step up your game. For more information on this topic and many more, please visit us at bvnnews.com. Once again, that's bvnnews.com. It's your best friend, J. Cole. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I'll see you next time. Let's go.